Hi, I'm Richard, the founder and CEO of Pricetap. Pricetap is the only customer loyalty service that lets retailers directly know their customers' desires so that they can more personally and dynamically and discreetly reward them. And they do this to increase profits, reduce the need for deep discounting, and avoid unethical overstock. And we do this with an app that lets shoppers create wish lists, both online and in store by scanning price tags. And with this wish list, what we call purchase intent data, the retailers can then more personally reward their customers. Now, this started from a personal frustration of mine, seeing items that I desired in shops for really long periods of time not selling, and I was happy to pay a bit less price, but eventually they would go on sale and I would miss them. So I started thinking there must be a better way for me to share my desires with the retailers so they could reward me, and I thought of the smartphone. Then later on I found out that these problems I had are actually the problems of the retailers, because the traditional model of selling is really broken. So what they tend to do is they try to sell new items for as long as possible, and then they get into a reactive panic at the end of season where they do a lot of deep discounting. Now, the deep discounting is bad for profits and it's bad for the brand image, so the retailers hate it. So what's broken here? What's happening? Well, the basic problem is a lack of transparency between what the customers desire and the retailer's sales needs. And this leads to a huge amount of wastage and a lot of lost sales opportunities. So the ideal would be that retailers would be able to adjust the price dynamically to the price sensitivity of every customer so that they never miss a profitable sale. And this is also a win-win for the customers, because it means they can get their desired items in a more timely way at a more attractive price without having to take the risks of missing out on their preferred color and size. So, for example, outside of fast fashion, many retailers will sell items for 2 to 2.5 times more. So you have a €100 dress, it's selling for 250. Now, traditionally, the retailers are watching the sales of that dress and maybe it's not selling. Why is it not selling? They don't know. But with Pricetap, they can see that the people have that dress in the wish list. So it's obviously popular, but they guessed the price wrong. And now they can start to adjust the price little by little dynamically until it reaches that optimal point between decent margins and good turnover, which generates the optimal profit. So I ask you to join us in our quiet retail revolution that will enable retailers to much better match your desires with their sales needs, and everybody gets the benefit.